Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for the time. Taking some time from training. I appreciate you being on.
No problem.
So
I'm actually
before
right now on my way to training. Haven't got
on
to
your
come here
way,
yet, but
okay, gotcha.
yeah,
So my bad.
it's all right.
So before I go any further, how you been feeling? How's everything going with you during this
Uh,
pandemic time we're in?
Good. Things are going good. Just trying to stay safe and still stay active at the same time.
Okay, well that's true. Wrestling in particular has been taking a hit, especially independent wrestling. A lot of shows have had to take a hiatus, and while some shows have come back, other shows still in the wait and see mode, which is understandable too. It's very important for the promoter. The health and safety of fans and wrestlers is top priority, regardless if they
Exactly.
regardless if they choose to do shows during the pandemic or not. So either way, um, was good is good, as long as everybody is safe. So Nevaeh, how did you get started into wrestling? How did it start off for you?
So like I grew up as like a wrestling fan practically like all my life. So about 2014 is when I started debating whether or not I was going to pursue it as a career. And I started training with the Monster Factory December 2015. So, but like I said, I've always been a lifetime fan of it. But I didn't start until in the middle, like in my mid 20s, because life and just not knowing because if I pursue something, I want to pursue my all. So I decided, go to college first, and if college wasn't for me, then I will go, and that's what I did.
So as you make your way to training, um, for fans that fans are used to seeing performers on TV or independently seeing y'all put on a show, putting on a performance, but fans what they don't see is the training, the hard work, the dedication that you wrestlers put yourselves in. So talk about what's a regular training like as far as learning moves and doing all types of stuff. How would you describe like the routine that y'all do in training?
So a typical training session will be a warm up, which might consist of like a jog, what they call brookside shuffles, rolls, just getting ourselves warmed up and acclimated to um, the basics of wrestling. And then from there, it'll be drills, centered around matches, and then you learn the moves and stuff like that over time. Um, for any good wrestling company, any good wrestling school, they mainly are focused on teaching you the fundamentals, and with the more elaborate moves come over time, because the fundamentals are the most important thing. Like if anybody can learn the fundamentals, you can have a career in wrestling. And so those are the things that wrestling schools are now focused on.
It's definitely good to hear. Definitely, no matter if you're just getting started or you've been wrestling for a long time, I mean, you can never stop learning. You can always learn something new. Um,
Exactly.
so that's what training is for, obviously. And so Monster Factory, that's definitely a place to go if you wanted to get into wrestling. You know, start somewhere. I've heard so many good things about it. I've interviewed wrestlers that has been in that factory and they moved on to incredible things. So Monster Factory, shout out to them and to all the training schools. Um, keep training these wrestlers and just work on that craft even more, man. It's awesome. So as they say, man, practice makes perfect. So that's true. So as far as 2021, we're already a month in. Um, so do you have what are your goals for 2021? Even with the circumstances we are in, what do you want to what do you want to accomplish in 2021?
In 2021, I definitely want to step up in competition. I want to face names that are a little bit more out there on the scene. I want to wrestle for more companies. And my main goal for 2021, I want to win my first championship. So there are the three main goals that I want. I want to wrestle for new companies, gain more exposure, wrestle top tier talent, and I want to win my first championship.
Okay, being that you are the immaculate talent, I definitely see championships in your future. I'm no Cleo, I'm not a psychic, but I'm just saying. Uh, so that's definitely she's got aspirations to be a champion. I think any athlete should have aspirations to be a champion. If not, you're in the wrong platform, you're in the wrong craft.
Right.
So that's got to be a mindset that any athlete will have. Um, there's a lot of good competition out there. Who are some wrestlers out there? Well, at least on the independent scene that you will love to go up against. You can give me more than one. You can give me 3 or 4 names. Just anyone out there on the independent scene that you want to go up against.
I'll definitely like to wrestle Jordan Blade, Trisha Adora, um, Willow Nightingale, and I definitely want to wrestle Kaya McKenna. They're like definitely some of my top names I want to wrestle on the scene.
Trisha Adora, I really like her. I really do.
Yeah.
Um, when they say the words for the culture, they put Trisha Adora's name next to that phrase. Like she is
She's gone.
indeed for the culture. She's awesome.
Yeah.
I definitely see her in a major promotion this
Yeah,
year
definitely.
for sure. She has so much good going for her. She definitely takes pride of what she does. So and she's incredible. So with this being Black History Month, obviously we did got some Black history being made on the day before,
Yeah.
courtesy of a very, very lovely lady this past Sunday. I think she calls herself the EST,
Hell
Miss
yeah.
Miss Bianca Belair,
Yes.
making history, becoming the first black woman to win the Royal Rumble, and
Yeah.
she has earned a spot.
And the and I didn't know
Um,
this. Also, she's only the second black winner. Period.
yeah,
No gender. She's only the second black person to win it besides The Rock. So that's
yeah,
definitely cool.
yeah. So as a black woman yourself, and you see that happening to Bianca. Um, like, how do you feel about Bianca winning it? And what championship do you think she should go for if you was the booker, if you were to be the person to book the matches per se? Who do you want to
Well,
see her go against?
the obvious. I want Bianca versus Sasha. I think the culture wants it. I think wrestling needs it, and I think that Bianca Belair versus Sasha can main event WrestleMania. And for every little black girl out there, that would be such an amazing representation for them to watch.
Hmm.
Um, so for me personally, I think that if I was a booker, I would definitely do it. Especially in the times that we're in with so much racial tension.
Yeah.
Um, I think that just seeing the display of two African American women on that platform to main event one of the biggest shows in entertainment will be huge.
I'm with you. Um, Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. I mean, just thinking about it, Sasha is having the longest championship reign of her career. She's been a
Yes.
champion for over 100 days. And I guess the knock on her is that she doesn't get lengthy title reigns, at least since she's been on the main roster. But she
Right.
definitely got that going for her. And Bianca, it's like she's no longer emerging. Like, she's here. Like, here I
Right.
am. She's coming. So yes, I want to see it as well. Now the question is, do the powers that be want to see it? And I don't think there's ever been. I mean, we've seen women championship matches in WrestleMania throughout the years. I think since WrestleMania 15, but there's never
Yeah.
been a black woman versus black woman for a women's championship in
It's rare
WrestleMania
that we get it.
history.
Yeah, I
So
think it's rare to even on a regular pay-per-view have black woman versus black woman, and not
yeah,
only black woman versus black woman, but black woman versus black woman with both black women being heavily pushed, heavily popular, and have heavy momentum going into the match. Like, it's believable if either black woman. It's not like a match that you feel like it's fan service.
yeah,
It's a match that's legitimately a match that you have to book. It's not a fan service match at all.
yeah. That's I like Oscar. I like ℗𝔯𝔢𝔢. I got profound respect. I even like Kaylee Ray. Um,
Right.
and Carmella, I like that she's emerged. She's outgrown the princess thing. But
Right.
I'm just gonna speak for the black community, and she gonna need to sit
Right.
this one out. Like,
You know, like, here's the thing, like, what
okay,
I see about that
yeah,
is that Bianca, as like whoever they pick to
yeah,
win, it doesn't even matter at that point,
yeah,
because both of them post WrestleMania
yeah,
have it'll always be fresh matchups.
yeah,
No, it won't be nothing stellar that we've seen again.
yeah.
Asuka, we don't know her opponent yet, or it's
No,
not even an opponent that's rumored
yeah,
yet. It's not even. I don't think there's an opponent rumored. I don't know if Lowe is going to even defend the NXT title on the main show this year.
yeah,
So unless Bianca chooses her, and it's nothing against those girls. I think ℗𝔯𝔢𝔢 versus Bianca will be dope. I think that Asuka versus Bianca will be dope, but just in terms of a high star, like high caliber contest worthy of WrestleMania, it needs to be Bianca versus Sasha, and that's just, I stand by that.
yeah. I'm with you. I mean, I get it. A lot could happen between now and April the 10th and the 11th. It's going to be a 2-day
Right.
for the second year in a
Yeah.
row. It's going to be at Tampa. Tampa's getting all the events. Apparently, they
Right.
got the Super Bowl this Sunday, and they got
Well,
yeah,
yeah. So it's weird though. I was supposed to, like, last year. I was originally supposed to go to Tampa before all this shit happened.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I didn't get cussed. But it's weird that we come back to Tampa. Fans are now allowed in, with, of course, proper guidelines and
yeah,
social distancing, and where I still think that Sasha and Bianca can headline one of the nights.
yeah,
I would prefer them headline night 2, just because that's the grand finale.
yeah.
But if they headline night 1, I won't be mad. Because
I
it would
mean,
be cool, because it's also 2 Royal Rumble winners, so each Royal Rumble winner can headline a night.
you know what?
You know?
That would make absolutely sense. Royal Rumble winner can headline day 1, vice versa day
Right.
2. Edge, I'm happy for him making a comeback. And I read one of your tweets the other day. You said, I think you asked a question like, will Edge be the first person to win a World Heavyweight title, Universal title,
Yeah.
WWE title? I maybe Brock could make, no, not Brock, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
hmm?
So I did my research on that question, and
Okay.
technically, Brock has never won the world heavyweight title in the 2002 Legion of the title, like
Gotcha.
the title league.
Yeah.
So technically, Edge would be the first.
Yeah.
And also, as like a person who grew up as like a big Edge mark, like I am super excited that Edge will be the first one to do it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that would be cool. That's gonna be really cool.
At the age of 47,
Yeah,
man.
and he looks the best of his career. So.
Yeah, and so yeah, Edge. That will be quite the storytelling. Coming back
Right.
after a 9-year hiatus, when doctors and everyone was saying he could never wrestle again, and one
Let's
thing
also
about
preface
yeah,
triple neck fusion.
yeah,
So yeah, that's an amazing story.
yeah, and he wrestled through the neck injury. He said it himself. He was on borrowed time, and he
Yeah.
lasted as long as he could. He was still winning world championships left and right. So that's just a testament of him just wanting to be out there and compete. Um, and that promo he did on NXT yesterday was dope. Sitting next to Finn Balor and Pete Dunne. He said he's going to be watching them two go at TakeOver. So I'll be watching that as well.
But that threw me off because Push can challenge for the NXT title.
Yeah.
So I'm actually looking forward to seeing whatever title Edge chooses. I'll be excited for because it's 3 fresh matchups. I want him to challenge for the Universal title. But Finn Balor versus Edge is a match that I never thought I was going to see. So it's like also like, ooh, maybe I want to see that. So it's Edge being back brings us all these matches we thought we'll never see.
Yeah. I mean, he did said on the Corey Graves podcast last year he would love to work with some NXT talent, and now he's put himself in a situation that maybe this is likely to happen.
Right.
So we'll see. It's going to be quite the weekend, nonetheless. So Nevaeh, you got any upcoming shows, upcoming events that you got scheduled, or you just still waiting to see?
Right. Yeah, right now it's looking like I'll start. Like I just finished up a week this past Saturday. I did a taping. I can't go into details about that taping yet, but it's pretty dope. And also, but a lot of my wrestling season is going to start up in spring, so about a month away.
All right, so everybody go check out Nevaeh Chantelle. She is on social media at Nevaeh Chantelle. And she's got one of those Linktree links, and she's got all the social media sites on there. She's got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. She even got merchandise, y'all. What a Maneuver, which definitely one of my favorite names of a merchandise site ever. What a Maneuver.
Yeah.
So go buy the merch. Support your local companies. Support your favorite local indie talents out there, and show them that love. And Nevaeh, it was great taking this time to chat with you, and thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing what you have in store next. And have a good training. Be safe, and we'll enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, you too. Thank you for having me.
All right, you have a good night.
You too.
Bye bye.